quicker. Did they come in, did they?
You know, even when I was a non-believer, I let them in, and I proclaimed what we were saying here.
Yeah.
And then eventually they go, I've got to go now.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, even as a non-believer, I mean, basically, what you were proclaiming to them was this, what we're saying, talking about now.
Yeah, and I was saying, you know,
because even to the unbeliever, it makes sense. Or, you know, if that's possible, Chris.
It does.
You know, when you compare it to Babylon.
I've had many atheists say that. I prefer your gospel than to the gospel which some of the other ones are.
I said to him, I sent him all my blogs on free will and determinism, and I say, in some of them, I tore apart the Orthodox Christian position. But this position, I couldn't. The worst I could do against this is, why doesn't God do it quicker? That's about it. That's the worst I can bring against it.
Right. Get me out of this place quick.
But the wonderful thing is, God does not do it quicker.
Yeah, I know.
Because man needs to thoroughly learn the
I
knowledge of
witnessed
good and evil.
I took a lady down to Heathrow yesterday, and she was a Muslim from Kuwait.
Mm.
Speaks good English. Actually, she teaches I think it's biology, earth science in school over there. Very good English. And I was just basically giving her the gospel as the good news.
Yeah, yeah.
And she was thoroughly lapping it up, you know.
Yeah, yeah. But it's because it's good news.
Yeah, it is good news.
That is really what, you know. It's so perverse about Babylon that rejects it utterly, because it's actually very good news. What Babylon preaches is not good news.
That's right. It's
by any description.
It's good news for those who want to work for it.
It is, absolutely. And some people are naturally pious.
Yeah.
I won't say righteous, because they're not. They've got self-righteousness.
Yeah.
But they're naturally pious.
Yeah.
They're religious. Some people are very good. Paul says, you know, he himself said, touching the law, which is, you know, the righteousness which is by the law, Paul said he was blameless.
That's right, yeah.
So he had a
he was
natural ability for the righteousness which is of the law.
Yeah,
And there are people like that. But it's actually worthless. Paul said he counted it dung. He said because it was just, you know, it was nothing to him, because the righteousness,
because if it's worthless, it means there's hope for us.
the righteousness which of God by faith is far in excess of that.
I don't understand how people miss it. You know, these Bible scholars who've been so-called read the Bible for many, many years, they miss it, don't they?
They're blinded.
They're still in that old camp.
They've got to be. For us to see it so clearly, and then not to see it so clearly.
Yeah.
Or then to see it not at all. It's got to mean that there's a blindness put over them.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
It's in fact that's one of the main reasons that I think the Bible's so special. Because in the past, I could read almost any text and I would get it. But it's only recently that I've been able to read the Bible and it's been like an open book to me.
Yeah.
Where before, everything else, everything was an open book to me, apart from that.
Yeah.
But the thing is, Sonny, they will reverse it onto us and say that we are the blind ones.
no,
Can't you see here that is judgment and
They really
condemnation?
do. Stephen, I've had a lot to do with Stephen over the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
You can imagine. And
You
know, it was coming to a conflict almost. I turned around and I hugged him yesterday.
Yeah.
You know, and I told him about our meeting. I actually said, you know, Chris Vaughan says, bless that young man. You know, I told him that.
I do. I think I've met him a couple of times. I tell you, I've met him a couple of times, Sandy. Honestly, I love him.
He's a nice,
you know, and that's truth. You know, like Jesus met the rich young man, and he said, "What must I do to inherit eternal life?" Jesus said, "You know the commandments. Keep the commandments." And it says Jesus loved him. It was the automatic response. Jesus said, there was something about that young man that Jesus loved. And I feel the same with Steve. I've met him a couple of times. My heart, I thought, I love you, brother.
I said that, and
I would that he was free.
Yeah, exactly.
He's fearful. That's what.
I think. I hope he'll be free, but he's not at the moment. And he said, "Son, you know," I said, "I've been to your churches. I've been to, you know, for years. I went to the church like that." He said, "Why don't you come on to one of our Bible studies one day?" "Oh, I won't. You know. And then when he's seen that I had been in both camps, so to speak, he said, "Well, I might at some time."
Yeah. See, that is the point, though, Sandy. You see, I've had this many times where I've said things. And they'll say, "Well, what about so and so then?" As if I've never heard it. As if, you know, this is going to really shake
Yeah.
your understanding to the foundations.
Yeah.
As if I've never heard this particular argument
Stephen used
before.
that Paul in Corinthians on me
Yeah,
yesterday or the day
Yeah.
before.
yeah.
I spoke to Christopher about it, you know.
Yeah, it's a part in Corinthians where Paul says, I'm all things to all men, so that by all means I may save some.
Babylon are dragging out everything to throw at me, or to throw at people like us. Have you considered this? That?
That's
we
right.
won't go down there. I'm not at the moment, no.
That's right. And that's why I've had that.
Yes,
But
Mandy, do you talk to Mandy about it?
To be honest with you, I don't really, Caroline, to be honest, you know, because she does sort of, I don't know, how would you say? She's a simple soul, isn't she?
I think she is simple. I love her.
I think she has a problem understanding.
Yeah,
Sam,
she does
I
have a
think,
very.
really. That is a problem. It's not her fault.
No.
I mean, she'll probably get into the kingdom before some other people.
She's got a lot of love in her heart, man.
Yeah.
We've met your mum,
Yeah,
she's come to
yeah.
your house.
yeah.
I mean, I say this, she's stupid. It's simple. Like, stupidity defined, an incapacity to understand stuff, and an incapacity
Whose
to remember
fault's
stuff.
that?
It's not her fault at all.
Exactly.
It's not her fault at all.
But
not
I'll tell you
her
what,
We choose to be who we are.
No.
I'll tell you what,
The wonderful thing is, they're exactly what God wants.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
in
right.
Mandy and my wife, love abounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Well,
Love
that-
abounds.
there you
That's the
go.
biggest commandment,
You
isn't
know,
it?
it is,
Yeah.
honestly.
There you
Love
go.
will cover a multitude of sins.
Absolutely.
And it's what Paul said.
And
Like,
what does God do? He looks on the heart, not,
Yeah.
not on the intellect.
Love abounds.
I'm convinced about that because there are big churches, right? There's this guy called Rob Bell. He's got this massive church in America. He believes in universal reconciliation. Yeah, he's all consumerist, commercial.
Yeah.
Pretty much the prosperity gospel in that as well.
Yeah, yeah.
And all that, so it hasn't got anything at all to do with items of knowledge.
No, it's absolutely not. Absolutely not. So God looks on the heart and He sees what the thoughts of and the intents of men's hearts are,
He does knows
and,
the heart,
and that's why He's constantly changing us into His same image.
Hallelujah.
And
Yeah.
it's a wonderful thing.
Yeah. And that's what I've got out of this, see?
Yeah.
As you look back and you see where you come from and the blessings that God's given you to get you to this place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And He's going to give many more.
It did feel good giving Steve a hug.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a brother, son. He's a brother.
What I've not been.
Brother Stephen. My
My
brother.
uncle Steve.
Because he's obviously hurting at the moment, Sam.
Yeah,
Oh,
of course
okay,
He is,
yeah.
yeah.
So again, where
Jack.
one suffers.
My brother.
There's some debate about Mum's estate as well, because she left with the bungalow sort of £300,000, and Steve ain't got nowhere to live.
Mm.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, we all, before
he's
Mum
quite
died,
right,
we
yeah.
all said, you know, look, Mum wants to give Stephen somewhere to live, and that's important.
Yeah.
And now Mum's died, Stephen thinks that he wants to move and sell it and buy another property, and it could free up maybe 100 grand or something, you know, and that could be divided up and that pay our mortgages off, pay my mortgage off, go to help Andrew. And the thing is, I said, wouldn't it be a good idea though if we would, with the remainder, if we all put our names on that house that Stephen buys, on that bungalow or whatever he buys? Because I kind of feel that we all should sort of keep a part of it, you know, be a part of it. But Robert seemed to think, well, let Stephen have it, and I'm just going to go with the flow.
Yeah, yeah.
But it would have
Is
been
he
easy.
married?
No, he's not married. No,
Oh.
he's 62.
Yeah.
No, but it just because what will happen when Stephen no longer needs it, when Stephen dies or something like that, then it'll come down to me, Andrew, and Robert, or the grandchildren. But I think to myself, if we all had our name on it, you know, then there's only 1/3, 1/4 which is Stephen's, which Stephen could leave. I don't know. No point in worrying about it, Chris. I ain't bothering with it.
Yeah, that's any money, Sam, the end of the day.
It'd be nice to just keep the estate all sort of in the family.
Yeah.
As one.
Yeah, I mean, I've never had money. I never will have money, I don't think. I'm quite content of never having money, you know.
Yeah. But you've got
Yeah.
to be.
I'm fed up of, obviously working silly hours, like, tomorrow, I've got quite a long day tomorrow. Won't get finished till gone midnight, and I'm up again at 3:30 in the morning
Yeah, I couldn't do it.
to go down to the airport.
I couldn't do what he does now, Chris.
Well, your other brother, he's in the office, isn't
Steve.
he? Is it Steve that's in the office?
No, yeah, Steve's in the office.
Oh,
He does do some taxi work.
He does taxi work as well.
Yeah, he does one.
Yeah, because when I can't get you
He
on
does
when I'm
a
in
more
your office,
local
I speak
ones,
to
doesn't he?
Steve.
Yeah.
He does some more local stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
I do
He doesn't earn a lot of money. I think he gives Andrew all the big jobs.
Yeah.
But I think the reason why, I don't think he likes the big jobs.
No, I think he likes. I do notice when he's reluctant to answer the phone, Sam. I know that because several times I've rung up and quite often I can't get hold of him. You know, I could have been a potential customer. And when you do pick up, when he does pick up, it says, "Hello, Academy."
Yeah.
As if, well, I couldn't really probably bother with this.
He's getting tired of it.
Yeah.
He's getting tired of it, Chris.
Yeah. Until I mention your name, then he's different.
Yeah. Academy. Oh.
Yeah.
You know, it's just, I can't be bothered with this. Go ring somebody else.
Yeah.
You know, it's a bit like that. Poor old Steve. And it's understandable. You know, he's 62 years of age. You know, and the thing is with Steve is he's in this gospel message where it's all prosperity. You know, God is going to bless you.
Yeah, that's right.
He'll bless you with riches from on high.
And if you're
Give
not
10%,
blessed
you
with
will
riches
receive.
on high,
Yeah, that's what we were saying.
if you're not blessed with riches on high, there's something wrong with you. Your spiritual experience is
That's
lacking.
right, your faith.
I'm worried that I think he's being pushed by Pete and all that prosperity gospel into speculating on currency
Oh yeah.
and
that's
stuff
right,
like
yeah.
this.
Yeah.
You know, going onto the stocks.
Forex
and-
or Fortran or something.
Forex trading.
It's
You heard about that, have you?
I mean, the very fact that currency is a volatile market should scare the living daylights out of people.
And he's not experienced either. I mean, would you go into the hotel business if you didn't know how the hotel business actually, you know, was managed?
But what I see is it's an uneven measure. It's a dishonest rate. That's what they're doing, and he's hoping, and he's been
I'll be a doctor
convinced
tomorrow. I'm gonna be a doctor.
to make money out of this thing. And also by speculating
wise.
upon it, you also destabilise the system even more.
Yeah, it's not wise.
It's not wise at all. Yeah,
No, it's not wise, Chris.
it's gambling essentially.
It's
At
exactly
the end of the
that.
day, we're expecting a massive crash, aren't we?
And
Supposedly.
Steve might inherit all this money. He thinks, oh,
That is a danger, bro. That is a danger, you know.
it's all coming together.
Buy US dollars with it, yeah.
Oh, crikey. No, I don't know. It is, as you say, Chris says, it is gambling.
Of course it's
Yeah.
gambling.
But it's not right, is it?
You wouldn't like- you wouldn't admit to
It's
that.
a lottery.
It was.
You know, I've been reading up about like what money
Never
is,
done
how it
lottery,
functions, where it comes from,
Never done it.
and you just realise it's a tool of power. It's a tool used to oppress
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
Like in China, in Japan actually, in order to bring about economic change and bring about a new capitalist system like they have in America, they did this thing called window financing, where the central bank forced all the commercial banks to issue a certain amount of debt. And this debt was all put into mortgages, so it drove up the housing price and the price of land,
Yeah.
which made the actual whole of Japan worth more in terms of land value than worth as much as 8 times of America, and just one sector of it worth the entirety of Alaska. And it was a bubble.
Yeah.
And then the bubble crashed, and then now you've got the majority of deaths from people the age of 20 up until 40 due to suicide.
Yeah.
And I've noticed with Stephen's church, and a lot of these people who make money through this, they will go, oh, homosexuality is bad. You know, all these sort of, oh, you can't swear, you can't say this. And yet they may be minor misdemeanours,
Yeah.
but you're going to hope to speculate and make money from other people's
Misery.
Yeah,
Incredible.
because that's what, I mean, these people
That's
that,
right.
that speculate and make money on,
That's
on
right.
these... On
Someone is when
With
someone
every
goes
winner,
up,
there's a
someone's going
loser.
down.
Yeah.
That's right.
I mean, to make money from a volatile market, you have to make the market volatile.
Yeah.
So they're waiting for a recession. They're waiting for people to be miserable, so they
Yeah.
can come in like vultures and.
That's right.
Gobble it all up.
Absolutely.
Buy it all up.
Absolutely. And it's, you know, again, you look at Jesus. Did he do such things? In
No.
no way.
He
He
read it.
involved himself in things like that.
No.
No, he didn't do such things at all, Chris. He
None of
followed
them
the-
did.
Followed the
Paul
spirit,
did.
didn't he?
Huh?
He followed the spirit.
Yeah.
Can't get young of that, can
Okay,
it?
on a different, do you know the Book of Revelation? Would you say that's a couple of different visions, or one big vision?
I think it's one basic vision, the whole of the church age.
Yeah. So it was given to John
It's
in
a
one
history.
go.
Yeah.
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 Most of that has now been fulfilled, hasn't it?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Has to be. I mean, we're living in the days now that are like the days of Noah. There's no question about that. Thoughts of men's hearts were only evil continually.
Well, those people in Carlisle must be thinking that.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
What happened in Carlisle?
flooded.
Floods.
Yeah. As in the days of Noah, they all